that can take advantage of you. Soon things get ugly. It's nothing personal. Just strictly business.
May I remind you that these evaluations are part of your parole requirements. Mia, how's she doing?
Fine, I guess.
What's she up to?
Are you in some kind of trouble?
I owe some money for some big drug lord.
I'm SARI Cohen with Hollywood First Look Features. I'm here today with Thomas Nicholas, Kelly Arjen, and writer-director Brian A. Metcalf to talk about their new film, Adverse. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Happy to
Thank
be
you.
here.
I know this is not the first project you worked on together. Thomas, you and Kelly star in the film. Brian, you wrote and directed it, but you also all produced this film. So Thomas, tell me, how did you all come to collaborate together? And I'm curious to know what your plans are for the future as partners.
Yeah, well, Brian and I have been working together for quite some time. We go way back to, oh my goodness, the early 2000s at this point. And Kelly and Brian and I all worked on a project prior to this one, which was sort of, I guess, where we were going and now are potentially going again, and that is we've done a lot of features. Adverse is a feature film being released into select theaters, but we are looking to get back into the television world, and that was our first project together with the three of us as business partners.
Brian, I know that you tend to work with the same ensemble. You use a lot of the same players. So when you wrote this, did you have these players in mind?
Whenever I'm writing something, I don't necessarily just have a person in mind for it. I mainly just focus on the characters. However, I do note that I obviously like to work with a lot of the same people because we have a great rapport together. Obviously, working with Tom, it's been a lot of fun for us to collaborate and always playing, he and I always try to play or have it that he plays a different character each time, that he's never playing the same person over and over again. And having worked with Kelly on a previous project and doing a really good job together, it was a great collaboration to go in there. So I did have them in mind, but at the same time, I wrote the characters really without thinking specifically, saying it has to be their exact personalities, because actually both of them, both Tom and Kelly, are nothing like their characters in this film.
How did you feel knowing that this was going to be like a pop culture reunion? I mean, stepping into like all these key players from the 80s and 90s, was there anyone that you were really excited to work with, especially as a producer?
I don't think that we really knew who was going to come into play from the beginning. But as we were finding out, of course, I was really excited for Sean Astin and, of course, Mickey Rourke. I mean, these are big actors that I've always looked up to, and they've done all these really amazing films. And I was just so excited to meet them, get to know them. And they were so good. They got really in their characters. And it was just so amazing to watch them and see them develop their characters.
Thomas, I want to play a quick game with you while I have you here, because I know you're also a music guy. So I want to throw out a couple songs and have you guess, was it the 80s or the 90s?
Okay, I probably will fail miserably, but I'm down to play.
We'll give it a try. Hold On by Wilson Phillips.
I have no idea what song that is. The 90s?
Nothing Compares to You, Sinead O'Connor.
Oh, that's 90s.
Yeah, 1990. Step by Step, New Kids on the Block.
Oh, well that's like a crossover. I guess the 80s?
1990.
Oh, see, it's right there at the cusp. I knew it was there. I was going to say 90s, and then I was like, then the last one threw me off. I told you I was going to get this wrong.
You Can't Touch This, MC Hammer.
Well, that's... I mean, I remember when that came out. That was 80s.
I know. It was the pants always give it away for me.
You can't touch this.
Love Shack, B-52s.
90s.
Yes. Straight Up, Paula Abdul.
80s.
This is an American Pie reference. The End of Innocence by Don Henley.
80s?
You got it.
Right.
You're an ace at this game.
I literally had a 50-50 shot and I was guessing half the time and I guess I got it right.
Everybody make sure you go check out Adverse. It hits select theaters on February 12th and is available on demand beginning March 9th. I'm SARI Cohen. See you next time.
Just get the desk paid. This is your last chance. When your clock's punched,